Hi, my name is Carleen and welcome back. This is a second part of the two-part video. Now, in the first video, we spoke about how you could actually get more registrants and how you could get more attendees to your webinar using my registration attendance multiplier. And in this video, I want to talk about my sales accelerator, which I mentioned in the first video. So what is my sales accelerator? Well, it's a step you put in place after your webinar to help you actually get more sales if you're selling something on your webinar, or to help you get more strategy sessions if that's your call to action on your webinar. And again, what I do here is combine Facebook Messenger and ManyChat to actually create a chatbot, as well as emails that will actually go out. So, as you know, sadly, on your webinar, some will and some won't. Some will actually take the action that you want them to take, whether that's for them to buy something or whether that's for them to book a call, and some won't. So, as you know, you will get some who register but don't actually attend, some who attend but for whatever reason are not able to stay until the end, and then you'll get some who register, attend, stay until the end, but still don't take the action you want them to take. They still don't buy or they still don't book a strategy session. So what this step does is implement systems and processes to help you do the heavy lifting, so you don't have to manually do this yourself. So what actually happens with this step for people who didn't actually take the action you wanted them to take on the webinar, this step enables you to reach out to them again via email and via Facebook Messenger. So you have a double whammy here. You're actually combining two platforms to actually reach out to these prospects again. Because as we know, the money is in the follow-up, and only a certain percentage of people will actually buy or book a strategy session on the webinar. So you can think of it this way. Think of those who actually buy or book a strategy session on your webinar as the tip of the iceberg. So that's just the bit that you can see. And as we all know, the larger mass of this iceberg is seen below the horizon. So if you think of the no-shows, the people who left early, or the people who watched your webinar and didn't actually buy or didn't actually book a strategy session, if you think of those people as the larger mass of this iceberg that you want to reach out to. So as I mentioned earlier, we're combining email and Facebook Messenger to actually reach out to these people again. So you have a double whammy here. You're sending out an email and simultaneously you're sending out a Facebook Messenger message. Now, as I mentioned in the other video, you'll only get a certain percentage of people that will open an email. The average open rate is about 15%, but with Facebook Messenger, the open rate is a lot higher. So that's why we want to use the two in combination. So I just wanted to show you here what a message could look like in Messenger that you would send to those who didn't actually attend your webinar. They registered, but for whatever reason, they weren't able to attend. So a personalized message saying, "Hi Carleen, we missed you." Then here you're talking about the webinar and the contents of the webinar a little bit. And then you're saying here, if you're still interested, please click the My Replay button below. And here they would click this link, and then that would actually take them to the replay, and then they could watch your webinar. So what I've done here is set things up so that an email will go out to all of those people who registered but didn't actually attend. And simultaneously, a message will go out in Facebook Messenger as well. So again, you're doubling the chances of someone seeing that message from you. So if they didn't see it in their email for whatever reason, then you have another chance of them seeing it in their Facebook Messenger. Okay, so what about the people who registered, attended, but didn't actually stay until the end? So what I've got here is a message you could send to those people. So again, these people will be getting an email saying, "Hi Carleen, I noticed that you attended but you weren't able to stay until the end. Here's a link for the replay." And simultaneously, the same thing would be happening in Facebook Messenger. So you're letting them know that you're aware that they attended, you're thanking them, and you're letting them know that you're sorry that they had to leave early, and that you had so much you wanted to share with them. And again, here you're providing the replay link so they can then go and watch the replay at a time that's convenient for them. So this message is personalized to them and it's specific to the action that they took on the webinar. So you would send this message to people who registered, attended, but had to leave early. Okay, so we've had a look at those who registered but didn't attend, so the no-shows, if you will. We've had a look at those who attended but had to leave early. And now we're going to look at the message that we'll send to somebody who registered, stayed until the end, but for whatever reason, they didn't book a strategy session or they didn't buy. So again, a personalised message here. "Hi Carleen, thanks for attending the webinar. Hope you got some good value from it." And you can set this message up any way you like, but in this case, what we've done is invited this prospect to book a strategy session. So then all your prospect would need to do is just click on this link here, "Let's chat." And then they will be taken to your calendar and they can book a strategy session with you. Or if you're actually selling something on your webinar, that link could actually take them back to your sales page. So just imagine what your webinar could look like if you implemented these two steps. Just imagine if you were able to double the amount of registrants and the amount of people who actually attend your webinar. And let's say, for argument's sake, and just to use easy round numbers, let's say you normally get about 20 people coming to your webinar and you manage to make 5 sales from that. And let's just use very conservative figures. Let's say your ticket price is 2,000. So 5 times 2,000, that's 10,000 you're making from your webinar. Now imagine if you were able to double that just by implementing these two steps. So you would now have 40 people coming to your webinar, and instead of making 5 sales, you would be making 10 sales. So 10 sales at 2,000, that would be 20,000. So literally just by implementing these two steps, you could double your revenue. So I don't know how many people you have coming to your webinar, but what I'd like you to do is to do your own maths. Think about the amount of people that you have coming to your webinar and the amount of sales you make, and then double that. And that's the amount of sales or strategy sessions that you could be making. So if you would like to potentially quadruple the performance of your webinar and double the amount of revenue you can make, then click the link below or click the link that's somewhere on this page and let's have a chat.